This is the ETH 1 month overview reading for September 2022. It's currently September 2nd, 2022, 10:51 p.m. Excuse me. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Really helps out the channel. The overall theme and behavior. So there's a good cash-in opportunity here. It looks like some erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. We revisit a crest that was recently a past opportunity in the midst of that. But it's erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. Looks like we have a pretty big move towards the very end of the month. Looks like we may have a failed attempt early in the month or just preceding September, a failed attempt to break through key resistance level followed by a decline. Behavior around the high for the month, we have a kind of a lull in volume and volatility at a key resistance level, and there's a prominent fake out, shakeout, false triggering of an indicator near the month's low, so look out for that, guys. On the first, we have a rally that offers an opportunity to open up a short position or protect against long positions. There's 3 lows on a one-day chart there, 1 local high on a one-day chart, and a day trade opportunity there. The trades involve a period of volatility with a sharp dip that stands out in a one-day chart, and then the other one involves a notable move to the upside that'll stand out on a one-day chart. We may have like a little bit of a trough here on the second. There's like a minor kind of like energy of trough here. We have one prominent low that'll stand out on a one-day chart. It'll take place at a critical price level here, the Ace of Swords. And there's a trade opportunity involving a period of volatility on a one-day chart that offers an opportunity to position oneself in both directions. And that would make sense because when you look at it, we've got like a bit of a high, a bit of a low here. There's a lot of stuff back and forth going on. So likely in the midst of that trough, I would have opened up a short position on the first, and in the midst of the trough on the second, I would have I'd be opening up a long position. Looks like we have a crest. We go from a crest on the third, or high midday, I should say, on the third, a one-day high on the third. That's midday, and we sell from overbought territory on RSI from a crest that'll stand out on a one-day chart. There's one prominent low. Looks like it's somewhere in midday too. So the high and the low should be close to each other, but a prominent low on a one-day chart that'll stand out, and it's at a critical price level with some volatility as well. Maybe the same price level as the second. On the fourth, we have a big move to the upside. We push the upper end of a range. Looks like we have a cash out opportunity right at the end of the day. There's correlation here to the pleasure card, so we likely visit a crest that was a past opportunity here in the midst of this move to the upside. And there's a swing trade opportunity. Looks like to close a position that was opened on the second. That swing trade opportunity involves a notable move to the downside on a one-day chart at a prominent trough. I'm so sorry, guys. On the 5th, so that cash out opportunity had a high on the 4th, or maybe early on the 5th, it looks like. There's some sideways rotation along a support level, and there's energy of a prominent trough here for the month, somewhere between like the 5th and the 6th, or 5th and the 7th, let's say. But also, I mean, there's a lot of back and forth choppiness here because there's also energy here, possibly another crest, minor crest that might stand out here. Oops. Right, so we got like some real like moves here. Looks like some real price swings. Looks like off of a high here, right on around the 5th and the 6th. We have like a notable drop, guys, a notable drop. On the 6th, there's some bullish price swings, but towards the end of the day or on the 7th, early in the morning, we have we have what appears to be another prominent trough, or energy of a prominent trough. It's minor energy, but there's possibly another prominent trough here. On the 7th, we have sideways rotation along a key support level, one local low on a one-day chart that'll stand out with multiple kind of like fake outs or something like that going on. I'm advised to be cautious around the low on the 7th. There's one local high on a one-day chart for the 7th, and that involves bumping up sideways along support. And then on the 8th, this is most likely where we see the month's high here on the 8th. It was either 5th or 6th, or more likely on the 8th here. We have 3 pokes through the same price level, followed by a sharp decline off of that 3rd poke, and a cash out opportunity here towards the end of the day on the 8th or early on the 9th. So for that, positioning myself ahead of time for both directions, I'd likely have sold calls on the end of the day on the 4th, sold puts somewhere around like this, possibly the 6th. We'll have to see. It's really choppy, guys. This is also Mercury retrograde, so matter of fact, I wouldn't be trading come the 9th. I wouldn't be trading the remainder of the month. I advise against it, guys. It's Mercury retrograde. On the 9th, we have a big move to the upside to stand out on a on a 1 month chart. There's a swing trade opportunity there that involves a big move to the upside on a 1-day chart. On the 10th, we have a correlation to a cash out opportunity here, the completion of a rally on the 10th. So likely this crest that I'm seeing on the 8th, we have a high somewhere here. I'm gonna have to say between the 8th and the 12th, and it's closer to the 8th or the 12th. Whew. My neck is really messing with me. On the 11th, we have, up until now, my neck has been messing with me. Now it's feeling better. On the 11th, we have another cash out opportunity. So the 10th, 11th, there's a cash out opportunity there. And then there's another correlation to a high on the 12th. So somewhere between the 8th and the 12th, again, guys, there's likely a month's high there. There's a lot of back and forth choppiness, back and forth through the same price level. We have a notable drop off of a crest on the 11th. And then a big move out of overbought territory on the 12th to the upside to meet a prominent crest for the month. On the 13th, selling from near overbought territory on RSI. An important agreement between 2 leaders may be highlighted around the 14th. We have a failed attempt to break through key resistance around the 15th, and that's on a 1 month chart, followed by a decline through key support level on a 1 month chart. And we also have a trade opportunity towards the end of the month. On the 16th, we have a rally that increases with momentum moving into the end of the day. Looks like we may have a low here, or at least a day's low midday on the 16th, but maybe like a trough here for the month. On the 17th, we have we have a rally up through resistance. We stay above resistance momentarily, and then break back down through that same price level shortly thereafter. On the 18th, we have a reversal that'll stand out on a 1 month chart. There'll be a notable reversal in there. On the 19th, we have a period of volatility that ends with a fast sudden move to the upside. There's also correlation to a cash out opportunity there with the theme card. Looks like the highs around the high on the day's high on the 19th. There's going to be multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. On the 20th, it looks like we have another prominent trough for the month, and sideways rotation along a key support level on a 1 month chart. Again, the lows here between like the 20th and the 30th and the 22nd, the lows there are going to mark a key resistance level, or excuse me, a key technical price level where I'd want to position myself. That'd be like the midpoint between a straddle or strangle of some kind. On the 21st, a rally ends with a fast sudden move to the upside, and then we have bearish price swings with a sharp or a sharp drop on the 22nd. On the 23rd, or a decline that increases with momentum moving into the end of the day. A rally out of that decline on the 24th that ends with a rally along a diagonal trend line out of the decline from the 23rd, rally into the 24th along a diagonal trend line, ending with a fast sudden move higher, and then a breakdown through the diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. Well, the Magus card is a wild card in this situation. Let me see which direction this Magus card is going. Okay, so it's coming out of a decline. There's a big move to the upside. I got the Strength card. So a lot of trade opportunity here on the 25th. On the 26th, we have selling down to a support level. Through that support level, we do a reversal below it and we return to it, reuse it as support. On the 27th, rally that concludes with a sudden drop through a key support level on a 1 month chart, and we have another month's low here on the 28th, or around the 28th, when we revisit a key support level on a 1 month chart, with a sharp dip in a period of sideways rotation. On the 29th, big move to the upside to reach for distant resistance on a 1 month chart. And then on the 30th, we have a U-shaped dip that forms somewhere between around two intersecting perpendicular diagonal trend lines. The sneak preview for the following month is sideways fluctuations with a bullish trend that precedes a decline. Overall, guys, this is a very choppy month. I would advise against trading during retrograde. It's just very, very tricky. Travel, electronics, and communications happen. Whenever I've triggered my pattern day trading rule, it's always been like from some mistake that happened during trading during Mercury retrograde. So highly advised not trading from the 9th through the rest of the month. That's my sense, anyways, based on my experience with Mercury retrograde. With that said, guys, when you make money from this trading, pay a little bit of that forward, a little bit of that backwards, and make sure you pay all of it with love. I'll see you on the next one.